when it comes to this company, the more things change, the more they stay the same. That is 100% factual. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Can I ask everybody this specific fucking question? What the fuck was that ending to that show tonight? I don't want to scream. I don't want to yell because I don't want to wake up my fucking neighbors. I don't. But I'm going to try to control myself in this review as much as possible. Because I was getting ready to give this pay-per-view at least a 5.5 out of 10. I'm being fucking serious with you here. I was getting ready to sit down in this chair, talk on this microphone, look at that camera. Excuse me. I'm allergic to the fucking bullshit that happened after this fucking show ended. I was getting ready to sit on this chair, speak on this microphone, look in that camera, and get this pay-per-view a 5.5 out of 10. After what happened in that ending of this show tonight, this show went down from a 5.5 out of 10 to a 2 out of 10. Simple as that. And I've said this on every single show review. Every single show review. Every single pay-per-view review, I have mentioned this. When it comes to this company, they could put out the best show out there. One fuck up, it destroys the entire landscape of the show. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. This pay-per-view, I was getting ready to give this pay-per-view a 5.5 out of 10. This pay-per-view was decent. Decent of a pay-per-view. Decent at best. Decent at best. But after what happened in certain parts of this show tonight, plus the ending, I'm giving this a 2. I'm giving this a 2 out of 10. This show went from a C plus to a D minus real quick. You mean to tell me, and matter of fact, I'm going to just say it right here, right now. You mean to tell me you couldn't wait? You could have waited for Brock Lesnar to cash in Money in the Bank at SummerSlam? At this point, I'm getting ready to see Brock Lesnar cash in a Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam. At least until then, at SummerSlam, with Brock cashing in, it made a whole lot of sense. Reason why I say that? SummerSlam is going to be the second biggest pay-per-view of the entire year. SummerSlam is going to be the second biggest pay-per-view of the entire year. You got to have something, at least on that show, to make it memorable. But no. This company decides to, hey, you know what? We don't want to wait another fucking 30 plus days for fucking SummerSlam. Let's just have Brock Lesnar cash in Money in the Bank right now at a B-level pay-per-view that nobody gave a shit about. And then have a complete clusterfuck of a show at SummerSlam. You mean to tell me you could have had Brock Lesnar wait till SummerSlam to cash in Money in the Bank? Now, if you guys didn't see Extreme Rules, God bless you. God bless you. I have to sit there and watch almost 4 hours of this piece of shit show. And mind you, I was getting ready to sit on this chair, talk on this microphone, and look at that camera and give this pay-per-view a 5.5 out of 10. With Brock Lesnar cashing in, it went from a fucking C plus to a D. Real quick. At least a D minus. Real quick. I asked the question, Why is Brock Lesnar cashing in Money in the Bank on this pay-per-view when you could have waited until SummerSlam? At least at SummerSlam, it's in front of a much obvious of a bigger crowd. And on top of that, it's the second biggest pay-per-view of the entire year. And you think what I said just now is a fucking joke. When it comes to this company, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I don't know what the fuck to tell you people at this point. Now, I asked the question. Now that Brock cashed in Money in the Bank, if you guys saw the pay-per-view, and you guys saw the ending, when Brock cashed in Money in the Bank and won the Universal title, who the fuck is he facing at SummerSlam? Who the fuck is Brock Lesnar fucking facing at SummerSlam? I asked the question. Is it gonna be Seth Rollins again? If you're gonna book me Lesnar versus Rollins at SummerSlam, I swear on everything that is fucking holy, I will shit on that show. I will shit on that particular fucking match. You wanna know why? We seen this at WrestleMania. When Rollins legitimately beat Lesnar. Even though Rollins did a heel tactic move on Lesnar, still, the record books will show that Rollins beat Lesnar at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. If you're going to book me Rollins against Lesnar at SummerSlam, it's going to be the most predictable Universal Championship match in SummerSlam history. You think for 1 second Seth is going to beat Brock twice? You must be on your goddamn fucking mind. If you book Brock versus fucking Rollins at SummerSlam, I will shit all over that show and all over that match. Now, like say for example, because knowing this fucking company is going to give me Rollins and Lesnar at SummerSlam, everything that Seth Rollins did, from winning the Rumble to winning the championship at WrestleMania, meant nothing. Meant absolutely nothing. Means absolutely nothing. Or, and I can't believe people were legitimately pushing this on Twitter. I can't believe people were legitimately pushing this on Twitter. Braun Strowman beats Bobby Lashley in their last man standing match tonight. Oh, Braun should be going after the Universal Championship at fucking SummerSlam against Brock Lesnar. Or Seth Rollins. If you think for one measly second that Strowman is going to go up against Brock at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship, you must be the biggest fucking idiot in this fucking community. I don't give a fuck who you are. Strowman and Lesnar, we seen that match at No Mercy 2017, and that was the night that Strowman should have beat Lesnar for the Universal Championship at No Mercy back in 2017. Now look at Strowman now, almost 2 years later. Nothing but a fucking irrelevant monster that destroys shit on Monday Night Raw. You think Strowman destroying shit on Raw is going to warrant him a Universal Championship match? Or at this rate, I wouldn't be surprised, because of this fucking company, I wouldn't be surprised if they book a triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, and Braun Strowman at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship. I wouldn't be surprised if that even happens as well. This pay-per-view, I swear to God, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, the first hour of Extreme Rules was goddamn good. The first hour of this pay-per-view was really good. The first hour. The first hour of the show was good. I was getting ready to sit here and give this pay-per-view a 5.5 out of 10, but my God. The second Brock Lesnar cashed in Money in the Bank, done. It went from a 5.5 to a 2 real fucking quick. And I'm here getting sick. I'm here getting fucking sick. I'm here getting fucking sick here. Because of the fucking bullshit that just happened here on the fucking network tonight. This pay-per-view was below average at best, bro, folks. Below average. The crowd was dead for most of the matches on this fucking show. Hey, Philly, wake the fuck up. I know Storms was there, but bro, can you at least hype up the crowd? I know you were there tonight, Storms. I know you were there. At least hype up the crowd. Because the crowd was dead from what we were fucking watching on the network. The crowd was dead. It was so dead to a point where you can hear a fucking pin drop. And it'll make noise. Yeah, people are going to defend this garbage. Yeah, people are going to defend this show. This was a complete fucking joke of a fucking ending of this show. You mean to tell me you could have waited Brock Lesnar to cash in Money in the Bank at SummerSlam? At SummerSlam. You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait to SummerSlam. You could have at least waited. I got news here before we reviewed this fucking show. I have news. I have news. I do. Oh, yeah. I'm going to kick off this fucking part of the show with news. With news. If I have it here on my phone, yes, I do. I have it on my phone. No matter if I have it here. Yeah. How WWE kept Brock Lesnar a secret backstage at Extreme Rules. According to Brad Shepard, Brock Lesnar was backstage staying quietly in a room. Extreme Rules ended with Brock Lesnar music breaking up after a very short match that technically consisted of one move. The Beast Incarnate was the new Universal Champion if you fucking didn't miss the fucking show. This marks Brock Lesnar's third reign as Universal Champion. The move was a bit surprising, but we kind of saw it coming. If you were backstage, there was a reason why you didn't see Lesnar, though, because as Brad Shepard reported before the Extreme Rules event, they were keeping Lesnar very closely guarded and away from everyone. Now Brock Lesnar is the new Universal Champion once again, and it looks like we have a part-time champion once again on the red brand. WWE did a pretty good job hiding Lesnar backstage because nobody could report that he was absolutely at the Wells Fargo Arena in Philly except Shepard because they were keeping the Beast Incarnate tucked away in a back room. Arnold even told me, Arnold, if you're watching, shout out to you. Arnold even told me before the pay-per-view even started that Sasha Banks and Brock Lesnar were backstage tonight for Extreme Rules. So Arnold even knew about that before anybody else did. Because I'm sure that Arnold knows somebody that was there in the arena other than unless the Storms saw Lesnar and fucking Banks. Unless the Storms saw both of them. This is fucking crazy. They kept Brock Lesnar quietly in a room all fucking show. Until the main event. Until after the main event was over. Now, I have another piece of information here. The company's intentions with booking the club this time around. The club had a lot of fun the last time they were a team as they made a lot of jokes and talked about how much fun it was to beat up John Cena. This time around should be different. We've heard that the company might consider placing Finn Balor with them as well, in which it could be a perfect fit. Brad Shepard continued as he reported that at least AJ Styles and the Good Brothers will receive a much more serious booking direction this time around. According to those sources in the company, this is what Brad Shepard tweeted. The club will be a far cry from the bumbling villains who constantly come up short as they have in the past. They will dominate. We'll have to wait and see how long this can last. There's a lot of momentum behind them, but we've seen that kind of thing slip away from people before. Hopefully the company will realize the good thing they have in the club won't be broken up so easily this time around. I was thinking during fucking Extreme Rules, if Brock was not going to cash in, I would have had Brock cash in at SummerSlam. You could have given me Seth Rollins against a heel Finn Balor for the Universal Championship. It's fitting. It would have been... this would have came full circle, if anything. This would have came full circle. Oh, no, but then again, Finn Balor's on SmackDown. And then you have the club on Monday Night Raw. So I don't know how that even fit. But at the same time, they could switch... They could switch certain superstars around. You could put Finn Balor back on Monday Night Raw. Hell, why not? Trade Finn Balor to Monday Night Raw for a certain somebody. That somebody, I don't know, probably somebody from catering. And then you have Finn Balor turn heel. You have Balor join the club. You have the club go after Rollins and the Universal Championship. But at this point, in this fucking company, the more things change, folks, the more they stay the same. The more they stay the same. I'm still pissed off after what the fuck happened during this fucking show. I got two more pieces of information before we review the show. The Undertaker reportedly extremely happy after Extreme Rules match. Now, the no-holds-barred tag team match between Undertaker and Roman against Shane and Drew, it was a fun match. It was a fun match. Taker looked better, a whole lot better than he did at Super Showdown. A whole lot better. He got his shit in. He looked good. At the same time, I seen Taker's face expression when he was going face to face with Drew. He wanted to smile. He wanted to smile. I'm not gonna hold you. He wanted to smile because he loved what he was doing against Drew McIntyre. Extreme Rules started off with the Graveyard Dogs facing Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. This match was a much different outing for The Undertaker than his last one in Saudi Arabia, and he was more than pleased about it. Brad Shepard reports that The Undertaker was extremely happy after Extreme Rules match. We can only imagine that he would be feeling much better about this contest than his match in Jeddah against Goldberg. This is what Brad Shepard reported, and I quote, according to a source in the company, The Undertaker was extremely happy post-match and gave Drew McIntyre a hug. All four were very happy with that performance. Hashtag World Wrestling Entertainment. Hashtag Extreme Rules. End quote. We will have to wait and see when The Undertaker wrestles next. It was previously reported that he has a match at SummerSlam, but it won't be against Drew McIntyre. I'm hearing that it's against Baron Corbin. God help us. My God. Things could get interesting with the new executive directors in play as well, because SummerSlam plans are now up for changes as well. At least Taker's return to Philly was successful, being his first match there in 13 years. Yeah, I mean, if you want to plan Taker versus Drew at SummerSlam, so be it. Then if anything, you could book Taker versus Balor for WrestleMania. You could book the Demon King, Finn Balor, against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Then give me Taker versus Drew at SummerSlam. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't really mind it at all. But seeing Taker's face, and I'm going to review the show in just a second after there's one more piece of information I have here. Watching Taker compete tonight at Extreme Rules, I was happy about it. You know, Taker wanted to redeem himself after what happened at Super Showdown against Goldberg. And I said it on Twitter. Taker's the greatest of all time. Don't at me on that point. Don't at me. Taker, after this matchup, after this no-holds-barred tag team matchup, he's redeemed himself after what happened at Super Showdown. He's clearly redeemed himself. And I'm happy for Taker. He looked good. He looked a whole lot faster than he did at Super Showdown. And on top of that, I felt like in Taker's match at Super Showdown against Bill Goldberg, he felt uncomfortable. I got this weird feeling watching that matchup at Super Showdown, and I watched that matchup against Goldberg before Extreme Rules started. I actually went back to watch that matchup, not the whole show, but just the matchup between Taker and Goldberg. I had a different feeling with Taker coming out of my television screen. I felt like watching that matchup again, and I told myself, Taker didn't look uncomfortable in the whole entire match. You can see in his face expression, his body language. He didn't even look comfortable in that matchup. He wasn't even happy in that matchup. And then after the match was over, you seen Taker's face. He's like, nah, that's not how I want to do it. He comes back for Extreme Rules. He redeemed himself. He had a great performance there. He gave Shane McMahon a fucking tombstone, a fucking tombstone pile driver. That's it. Old school, snake eyes, the big leg drop to Drew McIntyre. He looked happy in that matchup tonight. He looked happy. And I'm happy for Taker at the end of the day. If you was to ask me, has Undertaker redeemed himself from Super Showdown in Jeddah? Yes, he did. He did. Finally, guys, we're going to end the news portion here before we review the whole show here. Aleister Black, his finishing move will be being pushed by WWE. Aleister Black is poised to be a big name in this company, especially since he's coming on SmackDown Live in the beginning of a new era in creative's history. It looks like the company is going to continue booking him very strongly as well, which is a great sign. Good. Black was able to defeat Cesaro at Extreme Rules. This was done with a very quick Black Mass kick, following some ruthless shots. It appears that World Wrestling Entertainment is really putting over Black's finisher as well as with his new push. Brad Shepard reports that the company is expected to keep letting Aleister Black win with his Black Mass as a one-hit KO, much like Randy Orton's RKO has been used in the past. This is what Brad Shepard said, and I quote, I was also told to expect Black Mass to be a one-hitter quitter for a long time, similar to the RKO. End quote. Cesaro and Aleister Black brought a big fight Thew to Extreme Rules match. It might be nice to see those two continue to go at it. However, if Cesaro wants to stand a chance against Aleister, he needs to watch his feet because the Black Mass can come out of nowhere. They need to really seriously push Aleister Black. They really need to start pushing him. Like I said, you got the match done with him and Cesaro. The matchup was good for what it was, but the crowd was dead for that matchup. The crowd was completely fucking dead for that match. Dead. The match was good, but at the end of the day, Black got to win, and I'm hoping we get to see Black versus Orton at SummerSlam. If not, Black versus Orton maybe at Survivor Series or at WrestleMania. Unless if you want to push Black against Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, which I wouldn't really mind if that was to happen. So there you go. That is it with the news portion. We're going to now review Extreme Rules. Now, I said this earlier in the open of the review video. When it comes to this company, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And like I said, I was getting ready to give this pay-per-view a 5.5 out of 10. This pay-per-view was decent until what happened in the ending, until the certain points of this matchup that really dragged the show down. We'll go over everything here on this review for Extreme Rules. If you guys don't know who I am your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Sunday, July 14th, 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys enjoyed Extreme Rules, if you guys thought Extreme Rules was a not bad pay-per-view, if you guys feel about the same way I felt about Extreme Rules, about the ending of the show, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys think, what you guys thought of Extreme Rules tonight. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. Check out episode 39 of the Reality Podcast. That's live on the channel right now. Episode 39 live on the channel right now. Episode 38 also live on the channel right now. Episode 37 también as well live on the channel. If you want to see some Crash Team Racing gameplay, episode 1 of Crash Team Racing Road to Glory with the Evolution of Crash faction live on the channel right now. NXT review, SmackDown review, and also Monday Night Raw review. All those videos will be on the channel as well. The videos in the annotation will be episode 39, 38, 37, Crash Team Racing gameplay, and NXT review, SmackDown live review, and Monday Night Raw review will be linked down below in the description down below. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connecting with your boy Chris on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. Like I said, if you guys are enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. And I want to welcome all the new subscribers that has subscribed to the channel over the weekend. I appreciate every single one of you for hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells for all notifications. Let's review Extreme Rules from the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're going to do the kickoff show real quick. There was 2 matches, I believe, on the kickoff show. There was 2 matches here on the kickoff show. Finn Balor, they put this on the fucking, on the pre-show just earlier today. Finn Balor will defend the Intercontinental Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, I predicted Finn Balor to win this matchup, and I said it on the preview and predictions portion of the podcast yesterday, episode number 38, which is this video right here. If you guys haven't watched it, go ahead and check it out. I said if there was to book this matchup between Balor and Nakamura, I had Finn Balor retaining the Intercontinental Championship. That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. Shinsuke Nakamura has beaten Finn Balor to win the Intercontinental Championship. And I ask this particular question. Why is Balor losing the IC title to somebody who's not on television? Who's not on television? We haven't seen Nakamura since WrestleMania. No, actually since, well, following the SmackDown Live before Extreme Rules on the Go Home show, before Extreme Rules. That was the last time we saw Nakamura. Before this past episode of SmackDown Live, the last time we saw Nakamura was WrestleMania. So, you had Nakamura beat Balor on SmackDown Live this past Tuesday, and now you book a championship match on the exact same day of the show, and you have Nakamura beat Balor there as well, this time for the championship? And on top of that, ever since Finn Balor won the IC title, ever since he won the IC title from Bobby Lashley, he didn't even do anything with the IC title whatsoever. He didn't even do jack shit with the IC title. Are you fucking serious? Now you got Balor losing to Nakamura. How does that have Finn Balor feeling? Terrible. Fucking terrible. And I even seen this on Twitter. If I can find the report from Shepard. Because me and Shepard was talking at some point during the show. Let me find that tweet. Let me find this tweet that Shepard put. Let me find this tweet here. Let me find this tweet. He tweeted this out during the show. He said, according to a source in the company, there was lots of confusion as to why the Intercontinental Championship match was not on the main card. I'm told Paul Heyman was more upset about it than Finn Balor. And also on top of this, to follow up that tweet that Brad Shepard said that I just read, I'm told Finn losing was Paul Heyman's call. The idea is having him eventually join the club. How? When Balor's on SmackDown. Finn Balor is on SmackDown. The club is on Monday Night Raw. The club is on Monday Night Raw, and Finn Balor is on SmackDown Live. How is that even possible? Unless if they're fucking killing the brand split tomorrow night on fucking Monday Night Raw, because that's when Paul Heyman's new job starts. That's when Paul Heyman's new role begins tomorrow night. Sorry, I'm alleged to fucking bullshit. Are you fucking serious? Nakamura beats Balor, wins the IC title. Nakamura hits the Kinshasa in the back of the head, They went to the front and wins the IC title. The match was good for what it was. The match was really good. The match was okay. I'm not going to say it was bad. But in my honest opinion, the wrong person won this match. The wrong person won this match. I have Finn Balor winning and retaining the IC title, but Balor losing the IC title was Paul Heyman's call. Was Paul Heyman's call. I don't know why that would even happen, but I don't know. I really don't know. I am confused as everybody else is. I am just confused. Then we got the Cruiserweight Championship match between Drew Gulak and Tony Nese. This was a really good match. Now, during Tony Nese's entrance, he said that, excuse me, I'm getting sick here, folks. Oh my God. Tony Nese said during his entrance that they was going to steal the show before the show even started. You see, I love that attitude from Tony Nese. I love that attitude. But I predicted Drew Gulak to retain the Cruiserweight Championship, and that's exactly what happened. Nese gets Gulak back in the ring. He hits the 450, but Gulak kicks out. Nese and Gulak perform some impressive reversals, but it results in a big powerbomb from Gulak for a near fall. I love that transition, by the way, on that spot. Gulak hits the Cyclone Crash, and that's all she wrote. Drew Gulak retains the Cruiserweight Championship, and then they announced it during the pre-show that the No Holds Barred tag team match was going to kick off the show. And I said to myself, good! Get it over with already. Get it over with. It should be a fun match. Get it over with. And that's exactly what happened here. So far on the predictions, I am 1-1 so far. Finn Balor lost, and Drew Gulak retained the Cruiserweight Championship. Jesus Christ. So the show begins with the No Holds Barred tag team match of The Undertaker and Roman Reigns, the Graveyard Dogs, against Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. Now, everybody was shitting all over this matchup, including myself. I was shitting this matchup because I was thinking to myself, this match is going to be very predictable. And predictable it was. But, I'm not going to lie to you. This match was fun to watch. I'm not going to lie to you. And I said this earlier when I reported about The Undertaker being extremely happy after his matchup on the show tonight. And also, Taker's entrance didn't even take that long. You know how when Taker comes out, he walks for like a few seconds, stops, looks at his opponent, and then keeps walking down? Taker came out and walked straight to the ring. I'm like, wow, really? Okay. It's a little change there. Sometimes change is good. Okay. I loved it, though. I love this match. This match was good. If you guys haven't watched Extreme Rules, one of the few matches I would advise you guys to go watch is this specific match. This match was good. It was fun. Now, Taker, and I said this on the during the part of this video, of this review, that Taker looked good in this match. He looked better than he looked that Super Showdown against Bill Goldberg. A whole lot better. He moved a whole lot faster. He got his shit in. You know, no missteps, no nothing. This match was good. All four men, I'm not going to lie to you, even though I hate Roman Reigns and I hate Shane McMahon, Drew McIntyre, he's like Shane's pussy dog. Every single person in this match looked good. Roman looked good in this match. Shane looked good in this match. Drew looked dominant at some point in this match. And Taker, being one of the oldest men in this matchup, looked good. He looked really, really good. Obviously, there were some spots there, some typical spots. The Shane McMahon announce table elbow drop spot. That's fucking typical. But nonetheless, this match was really, really good. It was fun. Fun match to watch. Taker did old school. What else there? They exchanged blows in the middle of the ring. Drew kicks Taker, but the dead man no-sold it. Drew clotheslines him onto the ring, but Taker lands on his feet and drags Drew out. Taker plants McIntyre on the apron and hits a running leg drop before tagging Reigns. Match looked good so far. Shane and Drew quickly exchange a quick tag and keep Roman grounded. Drew applies a submission, but Reigns fights out and hits a Samoan drop. McIntyre looks for a tackle but in the corner, but Roman moves and he hits the ring post. Taker and Shane are tied, and the dead man drops Shane repeatedly. Taker hits Snake Eyes, followed by a big boot. Classic Taker. Then knocks McIntyre off the apron. Taker clotheslines Shane over the top rope. Taker takes the lid off the announce table, then looks to powerbomb Shane through it, but Elias comes in and breaks a guitar over Taker's back. Reigns takes the fight to Elias, but then he's caught with a Claymore kick and knocked into the timekeeper's area. Elias grabs the handle of the guitar and looks to hit Taker, but gets grabbed by the throat. Drew then hits Taker with a Claymore that literally came out of nowhere and takes the lid off the announce table. Elias and Drew put Taker on the exposed announce table while Shane goes to the top rope and hits the flying elbow. Typical spot there for Shane. Drew and Elias get Taker to his feet and drag him back into the ring. Shane grabs a trash can. Typical Shane McMahon move. Typical Shane McMahon move. And places it on the front of the Undertaker while he looks to hit coast to coast. Shane does the Undertaker throat cut, the throat slash before hitting the move. Elias is talking trash outside the ring, but Reigns comes running and hits the Superman punch to Elias. McIntyre then hits the Russian leg sweep to Reigns on the floor. Shane, meanwhile, drags Taker to the center of the ring and is about to pin him, but then he sets up. Undertaker gets to his feet and hits Shane with a choke slam on the hardest part of the ring, by the way, there. Then delivers one to Elias as well. He cuts his throat, and McIntyre appears behind him just when McIntyre was about to hit the Claymore kick on the Undertaker. Reigns comes out of nowhere and hits a spear. Taker then hits Shane with a tombstone power driver, and that's the fucking match. Really wild match. Really good match for what it was. Easily the best match Taker has had in a long time. He and Reigns come face to face, and after the match, and you can Taker clearly say, "This is your yard." I'm having nightmares now about that. Pats Reigns on the chest. Reigns music hits and cuts off Taker's as they pose together in the ring. Reigns leaves the ring, but Undertaker sticks around. Then his music plays again, and he poses. Just typical shit for Undertaker. There you go. There you go. The match is good. The match is good. I love this matchup. All four men looked really, really well in this matchup. Taker and Roman win over Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. Thank God. Hopefully, this is the fucking payoff. Hopefully, the Undertaker buries Shane McMahon to a point of no fucking return. If I see Shane come back on SmackDown Live on Tuesday, I will be completely fucking pissed. I will be pissed. As a matter of fact, if we see Shane on Raw tomorrow night, I will be just as pissed off. Just as pissed. We go backstage for interview with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Blah, blah, blah. Seth cuts off the interview and says they know what's at stake tonight. Becky says Philadelphia likes it extreme. Rollins says they went for a stroll last night looking for inspiration. They name drop Philadelphia monuments and say they're going to beat up Corbin and Evans. Then next week, we found out next week, not tomorrow night, next week, Raw will be Raw reunion, including Steve Austin, DX with Flair, and many, many more. As next week, Raw will be on the home of WrestleMania in Tampa, Florida next week. Raw Tag Team title match, the Usos against the Revival. This match was good. I loved it. This match was good. I picked the Usos to win. I did pick the Usos to win here. I did. But the Revival win here. So far, I had Balor lose, Drew Gulak retaining. I had Taker and Roman win, and the Usos lose. I had the Usos over the Revival, but that wasn't the case here. The match was good for what it was. I actually liked it. This is why the Revival and the Usos are the two best teams right now on the main roster. They're the two best teams in the main roster. I love it. I love how they go at it. Their chemistry is up there. The way they perform in the matchup is really, really well. There was a point in this matchup where, I think it was Dash Wilder. Who had an awkward fall. And literally almost broke his fucking arm. Literally. There was a point in that matchup where I think it was Jimmy and Dash on the top rope. Jimmy fell outside of the ring where Dash fell on the ring and I believe almost broke his fucking arm in that fucking match. But the Revival win. All four men crawled to opposite corners after Jimmy breaks up Dash's pin with a splash. Then Dawson breaks Jay's pin attempt. All four men crawl to the opposite corners, then run at each other with unloading hands. A super kick to Dash and Dawson. Then Dawson pulls Dre from the ring. Wilder looks for a tornado DDT as Dawson tags in, but Jimmy tosses him off. He doesn't see Dawson though, and they hit the Shadow Machine and retain the Raw Tag Team titles. So there you go. The Revival retain the Raw Tag Team Championships over the Usos. We got Aleister Black going one-on-one with Cesaro. The match was good. Not gonna lie to you. This match was good. This match was really, really good. My only problem is the crowd was dead for this match. The crowd was dead for this matchup. Imagine being part of a dead crowd on an Aleister Black debut on Extreme Rules. Imagine that. Tough. Listen, I do not want to be on the receiving end of a Cesaro uppercut. I don't. And I don't want to be on the receiving end of Aleister Black's knees. I don't. My God, they're fucking devastating. Jesus Christ. The match is short, to be honest with you. The match is really, really short. Cesaro delivers some uppercuts, then Black kicks his leg, his chest, and his face. Cesaro looks for the springboard uppercut again, but Black hits a switch knee right on the money for a near fall. That was a devastating knee. Cesaro wanted the flapjack uppercut again, but his knee gave out. Black then kicks the leg and applies a knee bar. Cesaro manages to reverse the knee bar into a sharpshooter. Fantastic transition, by the way. Then transitions into a crossface. Black reverses into a pin to break the submission. Both men climb to their feet, and Cesaro delivers a native uppercuts. Then looks for the neutralizer, but can't get Black up. Aleister then hits a few kicks and ends up hitting Black Mass for the victory. Aleister Black gets a impressive win over Cesaro. Now, I hope this win gives Black a good push leading to a match against Orton at SummerSlam. Hopefully, fingers crossed here. Fingers crossed. And, you know, I love the fact that, you know, they're going to protect the Black Mass move. I love it. It should be a one-hitter quitter. Just like Randy Orton's RKO was a one-hitter quitter. Just like how it was. I love it. I love it. This match was good for what it was, but the crowd, wake the fuck up, Philly. Wake the fuck up. Cesaro loses to Aleister Black in a very impressive matchup. We see our Truth and Carmella backstage. Truth is putting up pictures of Drake Maverick with his 24/7 championship. I just noticed that we didn't even see Drake Maverick the entire show. I just noticed that. We didn't even see the 24/7 championship on the show tonight. Good. Keep it that way, please. He knocks on the door and asks if Hornswoggle was in there. I fucking LOL, low-key. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross walk out. Truth bends down to whisper to Alexa and then yells in her ear, asking if she's seen Maverick. Carmella drags Truth away. Bliss then gives Cross a present, which is her new t-shirt. Then all of a sudden, the Street Profits then walk up and start joking with Bliss and Cross, making fun of their friendship. Cross gets mad and tells them they can watch them become the first ever co-women's champions. Can I ask this specific fucking question? Why is the Street Profits on this pay-per-view? Why is the Street Profits on Monday Night Raw? With no explanation. I had somebody tell me, oh, it's for freaking entertaining purposes. That's not an explanation. That's not an explanation. And on top of that, that's not even a good enough explanation for me to even sink in. Why are the Street Profits on this pay-per-view? Come on now. We get the SmackDown Live Women's Championship 2-on-1 handicap match. Bayley defends against Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. People were telling me that Sasha Banks was in the building tonight. I doubt that she was at this point. I even doubt it. I doubt it. But this match was just fucking boring. This match was just boring. Bayley wins here. The only impressive thing in this match was Bayley applying a double submission move on both Bliss and Cross. Bayley applies a deadlock submission to Cross. Alexa looks to break it up, but Bayley dodged her, then applied a submission to Bliss while still holding Cross in one. Very impressive there. Bliss bites Bayley's hand to get out, then rolls back into the apron. Bayley still has Cross in a submission, but Bliss runs in and breaks it up. Alexa causes a distraction, allowing Nikki to hit a tornado DDT for a 2 count. Alexa tags in and looks for Twisted Bliss, but Bayley got her knees up. Nikki tags in and jumps at Bayley, who kneed her. Bayley then hits an elbow drop from the top rope to Cross for the win. Surprisingly, Bayley did not hit the belly to belly for a win, because usually in regular matches, she would use the belly to belly to win for a win. At this point, she uses the flying elbow drop for a win. And on top of that, she pinned Nikki Cross. Can this storyline end already? If this storyline passes SummerSlam, I will be fucking pissed the fuck off. If this storyline between Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss goes past SummerSlam, I hope this is the fucking end. But we know this for a fact. It won't be an end. Last man standing. Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. At this point, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 predictions right after 6 matches. I am 4-2 coming into the last man standing match. I have Finn Balor win. He lost. I have Drew Gulak win. Taker and Roman win. The Usos lost. Black wins. And Bayley wins. So we got the last man standing match between Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. This match was fucking boring. This match, again, boring. Wasn't it Braun Strowman supposed to be hurt? I know that he had a ruptured spleen. He looked completely fine during this fucking show. I heard that Braun Strowman suffered a legit injury and was supposed to keep him off until SummerSlam. I don't know. But Braun looked completely fine in this matchup. There was a point in this matchup where Strowman and Lashley were in the concession stands. And Strowman suplexed Bobby into the concessions part. And Lashley almost fell on his neck. I'm like, bro, wow. How the fuck did Lashley didn't break his neck there? It's beyond me. It's beyond me. But Strowman wins. I mean, I predicted that. Strowman was going to win. He won. Lashley talks trash from his knees, and Braun punches him over and over. They climb the stairs again, and Braun hits Lashley with a chair in the back. They're standing over a small drop, and Strowman puts Lashley on his shoulders and jumps off with a power slam, crashing through the floor. The referee begins counting outside the wall, where they fell around 7. Braun punched his way through the wall and won the matchup. Lashley didn't even get up and counted to 10. Braun Strowman wins. I hope this was a fucking payoff to this match. I don't care. I don't care. Charlie Caruso, Bay. And by the way, today was Charlie Caruso's birthday. Happy birthday, honey. Happy birthday. Charlie Caruso's backstage, and she's joined by AJ Styles and the Good Brothers. She starts to ask a question, but Styles cuts her off. He says he didn't just team with Gallows and Anderson because they lost to Ricochet. The 3 of them are great friends. Styles said Ricochet will be a great superstar, but tonight he's taking his United States title. They thought the too sweet, and AJ asked Charlie to join, but AJ said, just kidding. It's her birthday. Come on. At least have her do it. At least have her do it. This is the part of the show where I was completely pissed the fuck off. Literally. The SmackDown Tag Team title match. Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan against the New Day against Heavy Machinery. First of all, I had Strowman win. So I am, at this point, I am 5-2 at this point. After 7 matches, I am 5-2. I had Daniel Bryan and Rowan win this match. Now, the announcer was calling Daniel Bryan the new Daniel Bryan. And I tweeted this out on Twitter. We're in July. Daniel Bryan turned heel in November. In November, Daniel Bryan turned heel. And he won the championship from AJ Styles, ending AJ's 371-day reign as champion. Daniel Bryan is no longer new. Daniel Bryan's been a heel for almost a year. How is this new? Please cut the shit. Please cut the shit. Can I ask this question? SmackDown was supposed to be the land of opportunity, right? Right? Why is the New Day becoming 6-time tag team champions? The New Day won the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. And on top of that, they pinned the champions. They pinned the champions. Big E whips Daniel Bryan to the corner, and he flips off the turnbuckles, but Big E catches him in midair, and Woods returns to hit a midnight hour and becomes 6-time tag team champions. Can I ask, why is the New Day winning the tag team titles? Can I ask why are they winning the fucking titles? Why? Why? You could have gave this matchup to Heavy Machinery, or at least have Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan retain the titles. Why is the New Day winning the titles here? Like I said before, the more things change, the more they stay the same. The more they stay the same. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna have the New Day win the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, if Big E and Xavier Woods won the SmackDown Tag Team titles, Kofi has to lose to fucking Samoa Joe at some point, right? He has to lose the championship tonight. He has to lose the title. Right? He has to. The New Day become 6-time tag team champions. Why is this decision even happening? I would love to know why. This decision really made me scratch my head. Why? Why? But the match is good though, I'm not gonna lie to you. The match is good. Otis and Tucker look really, really good. They look really, really good in this matchup. I'm just surprised the fact that they didn't walk out of fucking Extreme Rules, the SmackDown Tag Team Champion. I am a bit disappointed here. I really am. I'm a bit disappointed here. So we see the New Day in gorilla position, and Kayla Braxton Bay, my other Bay, starts to ask them a question, but Paul Heyman walks past and grabs her microphone and walks to the ring. Typical Paul Heyman shit. Hilarious. So Heyman comes to the stage and introduces himself. He says he is Philadelphia and he is extreme. And he'll be damned if he doesn't take part of a historic show. So he promises that Brock Lesnar will cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase tonight. He says he's proud to be leaving here tonight with the WWE champion of the Universal Champion. But of course, him telling everyone this would make him stupid or a liar, and he walks off. From there, we got Ricochet defending the United States Championship against AJ Styles. So, let me get this straight. You had Ricochet. No, you had Joe beat Ray for the U.S. title. No, wait, hold on, give me a second. Yeah, no, scratch that. No. Hold on, no. You had Joe win the U.S. title, You had Joe lose to Ray for the U.S. title. Ray had to surrender the championship because of injury, was get the championship back to Joe, only for Joe to lose the championship to Ricochet at Stomping Grounds in one of the best matches of the night, only for Ricochet to defend the championship against AJ Styles not once but twice in a matter of 3 weeks. And then on top of that, you had AJ go against Ricochet again tonight for the U.S. title, only for AJ to beat Ricochet. Can I ask why is Ricochet losing the U.S. title to AJ Styles? This company will never fucking learn. This company will never fucking learn at this point. Jessica, my girlfriend here, was pissed off. She watched the matchup. She was pissed off in the ending. This is what she tweeted me. No. This is what she texted me. This is what Jessica texted me. She said this, and I quote, I am so frustrated. She was so frustrated right now for the simple fact that the referee went to go check on Carl Anderson. Mind you, he is not in the match. Are you fucking kidding me? Chris said, why would they take with the title away from him? It's quite easy. Wrestling entertainment equals worse wrestling entertainment. I am so disgusted right now that I just stopped watching the pay-per-view. This is just straight bullshit. End quote. This is a woman that I've known for almost 4 years, and she doesn't even watch wrestling on a weekly fucking basis. Jessica just said more facts on this particular fucking text message than anything that happened in this show all night. That is completely fucking factual. Why is Ricochet losing to AJ Styles? I would love to know why. This is so fucking stupid. Now, don't get me wrong. I love AJ and I love Ricochet. Don't get me wrong. But this was a bad time for Ricochet to lose the title. At least have him carry the title, possibly in the SummerSlam or possibly going into October or November. At least have Ricochet, at least have Ricochet have a lengthy title reign. Ricochet signals for the end and climbs to the top rope. Anderson gets on the rope, gets on the apron, so Ricochet jumps over him and hits an enziguri, knocking him into the ring. The referee is distracted with Anderson, so Gallows jumps up and shoves Ricochet. Styles comes to the top and hits a Styles Clash from the middle rope and beats Ricochet and wins the United States Championship. This is a fucking joke. This is a farce at this fucking point. After that, after AJ beating Ricochet, I did not care what happened the rest of the show. I didn't care. I did not care. I didn't care at all. AJ wins. He beats Ricochet. Most likely they're going to have a rematch at SummerSlam, probably in a ladder match or some sort of a stipulation at SummerSlam. That's my opinion there. That's probably my guess as well. We see a video package of Ziggler and Kevin Owens brawling in the parking lot last week on SmackDown. Both men make their way to the ring. We get a match that was announced also earlier in the afternoon. Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens. Both, the bell rings and both men come face to face in the ring. Ziggler slaps Owens, so K responds with a stunner, and that's it. If you want to go take a piss, you missed the match. If you want to go take a shower, you missed this matchup. If you want to go fuck your man or fuck your girl, you missed the matchup. And you didn't. Technically, if you blinked, you missed this match. If you blinked at some point, you missed this match. KO wins. Okay. Okay. Moving on to the show here. After the match, Owens gets on the microphone, and says that on SmackDown, he said that every time Shane calls himself the best in the world, it makes everyone sick. And he stands by what he said. He fully expected to get here tonight and get suspended or even fired. The truth is that if Shane had been in the ring with The Undertaker, that may have happened. but he lives to see another day because after that Tombstone Power Driver, he speaks for himself, everyone in the locker room, arena, and at home. Shane McMahon can kiss his ass and go straight to hell. Exact same promo as last Tuesday. I'm hearing, and this is quite possible, I spoke to Brad Shepard about this on Twitter, through DMs. He even told me it's a possibility we can get KO versus Shane at SummerSlam. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Charlie Caruso, Bane, interviews Samoa Joe backstage, and he says the weight of the situation is not lost on him. He knows that the New Day won the tag titles earlier tonight, but he plans on ruining the party. He knows winning this title was a dream for Kofi, but he's here to end his unremarkable reign. Unremarkable? Yeah, sure. He wants Kofi to be lying awake tonight, having a nightmare, and still picturing the new WWE Champion, Samoa Joe. We get this matchup between Kofi Kingston and Samoa Joe. Oh yeah, and by the way, the Ricochet AJ Styles match, the match never got to a second gear. Never did. The match never got to a second gear. We get Kofi Kingston defending the coveted WWE Championship against Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe looked dominant in this matchup. He did. There was some point in this matchup where Samoa Joe was dominant. But all it took was one trouble in paradise. And that was it. One trouble in paradise, Kofi Kingston retains the WWE Championship. I cannot believe this. Kofi Kingston is going to walk into SummerSlam as WWE Champion. My fucking God. God help us. God help us. I said this on Twitter. If I can pull up the tweet. If I can pull up the motherfucking tweet. I'm going to admit this right now, and I don't give a fuck who gets mad. Kofi Kingston's reign as WWE Champion has been boring. I don't care who gets mad. Kofi Kingston's title reign has been nothing but boring. And again, every single time, when you put a serious opponent in front of Kofi Kingston and he makes his entrance before the match even starts, why in the blue fuck is Kofi Kingston still throwing pancakes? You gave Joe the middle finger on SmackDown Live. You gave him the fucking trouble in paradise. You guys had an intense promo on SmackDown Live this past Tuesday. You're gonna fucking come out fucking gyrating and throwing pancakes around? So, this is what they're telling me here. Kofi Kingston does not take Samoa Joe serious. Because if he was to take Samoa Joe serious, why are you still doing pancakes? Huh? Why are you still doing pancakes? It's beyond me. It's just beyond me. Oh yeah, and by the way, every single member of New Day has championship gold. Kofi Kingston has the WWE Championship, and Big E and Xavier Woods are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. They have 3/4 of SmackDown's titles. 3/4 of SmackDown's titles. Tough. That is fucking tough. Finally, guys, main event here on this fucking forsaken fucking piece of shit show. Universal Championship and Raw Women's Championship winners take all Extreme Rules mixed tag team match. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch against Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. They technically put the last 3 pay-per-views all in one fucking match. Lacey Evans and Becky Lynch have been fighting and been feuding one-on-one since after WrestleMania. They fought at Money in the Bank. They fought at Stomping Grounds. And now they're fighting at Extreme Rules. Rollins and Corbin, they've been fighting, I believe, Money in the Bank. I believe Money in the Bank, if I'm not mistaken. No, not Money in the Bank. That was AJ and Rollins. Super Showdown, and now Extreme Rules. There was a point during this entrance that Lacey Evans had Seth written on her butt. And if I can show you the fucking GIF, they had this happen. Embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. Oh, and by the way, I need to expose somebody real quick. I just got reminded. At Chillin' Malibu, Rangers FC fan account on Twitter. Yeah, you thought I forgot, motherfucker. You thought I fucking forgot. So TM tweeted, "Give Bayley a real opponent. WWE. Ember Moon, Asuka at SummerSlam, please." This is what Chillin' Malibu said on Twitter. Says real opponent wants Ember or Asuka, two people who are irrelevant right now. And this is what I tweeted back at him. Ember Moon and Asuka are 100 times more talented than Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. No, I did not fucking do a mistake on my fucking spelling. Alexa Bliss. If you don't think that, you don't know nothing about wrestling. This is a fucking degenerate who sucks the cock of fucking Vince McMahon on a weekly fucking basis. If you support Alexa Bliss, you must be a fucking degenerate. That's one exposure. Another exposure. At Kevin Slow 1078 on Twitter. Oh, I'm on a roll here, folks. I'm on a roll here right now, folks. He says, in replying to my tweet, I said, what did I tweet out? Well, I did tweet out something. He said, I say, let them fight for the tag team belts. Hell, those belts aren't even on television anymore for the women. Plus, Vince's product is going downhill. Keep the ratings low, and he'll fix it. Vince is not gonna fix shit, bro. I tweeted, no. Why would you put Ember Moon and Asuka for the tag titles when Asuka is already in a team with Kairi Sane? Fucking dumbass. That's literally what I tweeted on. And then also, I tweeted out also that Lacey Evans' ass shot was not necessary at all. Some guy named Asriel Johnson on Twitter, like literally, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Look at my tweet right. Hold on, give me a second. Look at my tweet right there. And this is what he said. He said, Asriel Johnson, he said, it was however appreciated. I wonder why, you fucking virgin. I wonder why. Who hasn't felt a fucking pussy before in your life? I said, in what way? You're the type of guy to rewatch this show and jerk off to that shot. You must be a degenerate. Sit the fuck down. And this is his Twitter. If you want to fucking roast him at some point. If you guys want to fucking roast him. At Asriel Johnson on Twitter. There you go. Whole lot better. That's his Twitter if you want to go roast him. Azriel Johnson on Twitter. There you go. There you go. How long am I in here? An hour and 10 minutes into the show. Rollins and Becky retain. The crazy spot in this match, though. I will give this company just a little bit of credit. After what happened at Slammiversary between Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard, Baron Corbin hit the end of days to Becky Lynch. I'm going to repeat that in case if you didn't fucking notice. Notice. Baron Corbin hit the end of days to Becky Lynch. Rollins is looking off in the corner, and he is incensed. He grabs a candlestick and beats Corbin with it until it shatters, then beats him with a chair before hitting him with 3 stomps in a row for the win. You might as well stomp his bald head off. You might as well. Rollins and Becky retain. As soon as the match ends, Lesnar's music hits. Out comes the Beast with Paul Heyman and the referee. Lesnar slides into the ring and hits Rollins with 2 German suplexes in a row. Heyman then gives the briefcase to the referee and instructs Mike Rome to cash in. Brock has officially cashed in. The match begins. The ring bells. Well, the bell rings. The match begins, and Lesnar lifts Rollins and hits an F5 and wins back the Universal Championship. After the match, Lesnar gets his title from Paul Heyman and puts it on his waist. We see replays of the end of the first title match. Then in the second, Lesnar leaves with the title and his advocate, leaving Seth in the ring and Lynch still laid out at ringside. The common logic to this whole entire thing, if Becky was at ringside and Brock is about to cash in, Becky, the least Becky should have done was go into the ring and hit Lesnar where the sun doesn't shine. Kick him in the ass. Or at least give him a low blow. You give him a fucking disqualification, the cash in counts because the bell rung. Brock doesn't get his Money in the Bank opportunity. He loses out on his Money in the Bank opportunity. That's the least that should have been done. But no. Didn't Becky say to Rollins last week, oh, I'm not going to make you lose your title? You technically did at the same time because you stood there at ringside after suffering an end of days. The least you could have done was wash up the cobwebs, come back to the ring, realize Brock is in the ring, you low blow Brock Lesnar, the referee rings the bell, Brock wins by DQ, Rollins keeps his Universal Championship. Duh. I don't know what to tell you. I said this in the opening of this review. Brock should have waited until SummerSlam to cash in Money in the Bank. That's the least Brock should have done. That's the least Vince should have had Brock do. Wait till SummerSlam. It would have been a much bigger moment at SummerSlam. At SummerSlam. It would have been a much bigger moment there. In the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto for SummerSlam. There you go. I'm gonna fuck up out of here. I'm gonna go relax and upload this video, and then from there, I'm just gonna go to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed Extreme Rules review, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Extreme Rules. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells for all notifications. Episode 39 of the podcast, live on the channel right now. Episode 38, live on the channel right now. Episode number 37, live on the channel right now. Some gaming content. Crash Team Racing Episode 1, live on the channel right now. NXT review, live on the channel right now. As well as SmackDown review and Monday Night Raw. These videos, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be in the annotation, while SmackDown review and Monday Night Raw review will be down below in the description. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connected with me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And like I said, if you guys enjoy the content, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells for notifications. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Raw review. Raw should be, I don't even know, but Raw tomorrow, I'm really going to look forward to Raw tomorrow. I really am. Raw tomorrow will be Paul Heyman's first night as executive director of the show. If there's any change tomorrow, I will let you guys know. Until then, Raw should be interesting tomorrow. Raw should be very, very interesting tomorrow. Like I said, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow for a review and also a fresh new week of content right here on the channel. Till then, I am Chris. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video all over social media. I will see you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Raw review. Until then, talk to you guys later.